So welcome to Buck Creek, and as you can see here, I'm trying to work with this horse on picking his feet. Uh, he's just not finding his balance, and I don't really think that he's messing with me and trying to get out of this. He just doesn't really know what I'm doing, and so I'm going to have to work with him on how to balance his feet. So he's on the front foot. Back foot's probably even more ridiculous. So rather than punishing him and having him run around in circles or do anything like that, I'm going to have to teach him how to find his balance and reward him for the tries of just finding his balance and trying. There's a little try right there. He's moving his feet around trying to figure it out. So here you'll see I'm really just more concerned about what his front feet are doing than that foot I'm picking up. And he's trying to stabilize there, so I give him a little reward. And you see here I have him tied to the gate. That's just keeping his head from coming back. He wants to keep sniffing me. He's not trying to bite me. If he was trying to bite me, he would have bit me by now. But I don't want him tied generally when I'm working with his feet. So what I generally do is what I call tying him loose, and I'll just put a loop over the fence there so that he can't tip that fence over. I'll just put a couple 2 or 3 half hitches over that loop, and once a horse is pretty established in being tied, if he thinks he's tied, he's tied. So he should just stand there. I'm just making sure he feels tied, and if he didn't, he'd be following me around. So the trick to this is if the horse pulls on that from his end, it'll pull loose from that fence before it either pulls it over or gets him in trouble and gets him hurt. So again, I'm watching to see what he does with all of his feet here. He's kind of getting a good table there to allow me to pick up that foot. So that's indicating that he's voluntarily giving up that one foot by the way he sets up the other 3. Now he's starting to figure out a little better how to balance and let me clean those feet. This foot's been the hardest one. He's resisted the most on letting me pick that one up. So I'm going to just hold it for a little while. So here you can see I'm helping him find the balance. Before I go to pick up that front foot, I get his hind feet in place. Now that made it a lot easier for him to stand there while I pick up that foot. If I would have tried to pick up that foot the way his hind feet were, he'd just be all screwed up and it would seem like he was resisting me when he really just doesn't know what he's doing yet. So here he's paying attention. He's moving his front feet because he knows I want to pick up that hind. I want him to hold his balance for me. Let me get the stones out of there. The main thing I really want him to learn here is that it's okay to pick up his feet and let me pick up his feet and clean them, because nothing bad happens to him. And the more times I pick up his feet and nothing bad happens to him, then the more comfortable he gets with it, then the easier he's going to yield those feet, not be worried about it, and let me do my thing. If I make this a bad experience for him, then it's just going to make it harder.